Yo guys, welcome back to Cryptoria. Today I'm going to be covering Fetch, but before I do, I'd appreciate if you like, subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you know when I upload. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. So what is Fetch.Ai? Fetch.Ai is a building open access tokenized decentralized machine learning network to enable smart infrastructure built around a decentralized digital economy. So I will be going more in depth in terms of what Fetch.Ai actually does, but going over CoinMarketCap right now, as you guys can see, they're doing pretty well at the moment, currently ranked 108. Current price not doing too bad, it is down 6% over the last 24 hours, currently circling over that 90-cent mark. Current market cap is just underneath that 690 million and circulating volume is just underneath that 490 million. Going over the chart very briefly, as you can see, back in 2019 it was circulating underneath that 40-cent mark and then did rush all the way back up to around that 80-cent mark. So did pretty much do a 2x from that 2018 mark and then dipped unfortunately all the way back down to around that 36 mark, back into that range around that 40-cent to 30-cent mark, and did surge all the way up to that all high around that dollar mark before unfortunately dipping down to where it is at the moment. In terms of where you guys can buy it, best place probably being on Binance, but you can go check out these other exchanges listed on as well. So guys, I will be jumping onto their website now. So I have just jumped onto the Fetch.Ai's website where it does say artificial intelligence for blockchains. Going down where it does mention what Fetch.Ai is. So at Fetch.Ai, we build tools and infrastructure to enable a decentralized digital economy. Fetch.Ai, a Cambridge-based artificial intelligence lab, is building a decentralized machine learning platform based on a distributed ledger that enables secure sharing, connection, and transactions based on any data globally. Fetch.Ai's network is based around an open source technology that any user can run to connect to the network, giving access to the power of AI on a world-scale secure dataset to carry out complex coordination tasks in the modern economy. On this network, a series of software agents represent and act on behalf of their owners. These autonomous agents work to provide an optimized service across a variety of ecosystems to benefit of both suppliers and consumers. This system has wide potential in many areas. Financial services users can optimize trading, public transport networks could be reconfigured, cities could intelligently adapt to usage by the citizens, the gig economy could be restructured, and energy networks can be connected in a smart grid. So I will be going over a couple of use cases later as well, just to show you what these guys have done so far. So in terms of the technical focus, as you guys can see, they've got the machine learning, agents, and cryptography. So go ahead and read each one of these as well. It gives you more of an understanding of what these guys are doing. In terms of partners, as you guys can see, you got big partners such as Bosch, Blockchain for Europe, and so on. So go ahead and check out all of their partners, and in terms of where they have been featured as well in terms of the press. So guys, I will be jumping over to what the Fetch token is now. So I have jumped onto the section where it does mention what the FET token is. So the FET utility token is key to unlocking the Fetch ecosystem. It's required to find, create, deploy, and train autonomous economic agents and is essential for smart contracts, oracles, and the transactions needed to deliver the new digital economy. So go ahead and check out where you could buy the FET token as well. As I did already mention previously, the best place probably being on Binance, and you could also stake your FET token as well. So here's the basic of where the FET token consumption is. So the ticker name being FET, current price is not at the update at the moment, but is around that price at the moment. Circulating supply is that, total supply is that, and the contract is there as well if you guys do want to buy it straight away as well. In terms of FET token users, as you guys can see, is to build and connect agents to the network, train and deploy your agent to the Fetch.Ai network, and oracles and trust services. So it says over here as well, be a part of the digital economy. So go ahead and check that out as well. In terms of use cases, guys, I have jumped onto this particular use case. There is a whole bunch of use cases on this article page over here, which I will leave the link below so you can go ahead and check that out as well. So for this one, as you guys can see, smart parking and congestion solution. In a smart city, rather than driving into a parking lot hoping to find a space, an autonomous agent within your car will search and communicate with parking agents to find the nearest available space to your destination. Book it for you before directing it to you. When you come back to your car and drive off, your car agent checks out of the parking lot, calculates the payment and makes it for you, removing the hassle of parking tickets. This is a simple act of finding your parking space. Not only ensures you make your appointment on time, it also will transform congestion within cities. In 2018 in the US, $87 billion was lost to the economy due to traffic jams, with 30% of cars in most congested cities looking for parking spaces. So that is pretty much what they're trying to involve in their Fetch.AI sort of network and infrastructure. So it's hopefully this one does make sense. If it doesn't, go ahead and check out these other ones as well. It does give you an understanding of what these agents are doing in terms of how they're employing these agents, these autonomous agents as well. And it really does give you an instruction in terms of where they are trying to actually deploy. So go ahead and check that out as well, guys. So I will be jumping onto some recent news now. So guys, yes, I'm back on my favorite website, CoinMarketCap, where it does show you a couple of news articles that's going to be happening on later this month, in fact. So as you guys can see, on 20th of September there is that MobX airdrop. So today's entry on CoinMarketCap regarding the MobX stake drop is obsolete. The new date is 20th of September. So I'll leave the link below if you want to get involved in this airdrop. So go ahead and check that out. Another news as well is the mainnet gravity bridge. So month 6 plus onwards, replacement of the current bridge where the gravity bridge is open. So this means if you're keen to stake on mainnet 2, the bridge is limited to the above metrics mentioned. So until May 31st, the maximum amount of FET which will be staked on mainnet 2.0, 60 million FET, until July 15th, which is then 120 million, and so on. So that is a bit of news in terms of the next couple of months. In terms of the roadmap, as you guys can see, they got a whole bunch of stuff in Q3 and Q4. The main one being the ledger and the mainnet, and a lot of upgrade with the agents, collector learning and DeFi agents, and the ecosystem as well. So I'll leave the link below if you guys want to hear more about it and read more about what they're actually trying to implement and upgrade within their mainnet, within their agents, collector learning, DeFi agents, and the ecosystem itself. So guys, I'll leave the link below for you guys to check these out as well. So guys, I will be jumping onto the price analysis now. So guys, yes, whatever's been waiting for, the price analysis. So guys, in terms of long term, I have jumped onto the monthly again, and as you guys can see, it has done a perfect Fibonacci retracement. So from the low all the way to the high, went down to that 78.6 level and has created that level of perfect support around that 20 cent mark before going all the way back up to around that 1.41 level. It does seem to be rejecting that pretty hard at the moment, around that $10 mark, $20. So that is where it's headed to at the moment. So what I do see happening at the moment is either with next month going to be a bearish candle and be actually engulfing that candle and maybe create a level of support again around that 70 cent mark before heading back up towards that $50, $60, and so on. Or what I might do is either completely break that structure and go towards that low again around that 40 cent level, 50 cent level. Hopefully it doesn't see that level, but those are the two sort of projections I see happening. In terms of another long-term analysis, as you guys can see, have drawn out this major zone around here, around that $65 to 75 level. And as you guys can see, it did break that trend line so cleanly on this week here, and ever since then has been very, very bullish all the way up to that new high around that $20. So what I see either happening is retracing all the way back down to where these clean candles were, so either mimicking what it did, so going back down to that 25 cent level, or what I might do is retrace, create that level of support around that that 75 cent level before going all the way back up towards that high, and then breaking that high going towards that $50 initially. So that is what I think as well. In terms of daily, as you guys can see, I have drawn out this pretty clear analysis where the market is creating lower lows, low highs, lower lows, low highs, lower lows, lower highs, and then create that low before creating that higher high, high lows, higher high, high lows, high high, high lows, and that high high at the moment. So what I might do now is either create that higher low again before creating that level of higher high and then going towards that $50, or it might completely break out the structure and create that lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low before going back down towards that 25 cent level. So that is what I think in terms of short / long-term analysis. As you guys can see, it's creating that level of pattern. It might actually continuation that pattern or continuing up towards that high levels over there. So that is what I think of it happening as well. In terms of fairly short-term analysis, as you guys can see, have drawn out this zone over here around that 90-cent level, 95 cent level, and as you guys can see, has that very strong level of support. So it has rejected all these 4-hour candles over here, as you guys can see, failing to break and close below this 90-cent level. If it does, I might see it coming all the way back down to this low here where it was that market crash yesterday. So it might go back down towards this low before creating that level of support and heading back up, or it might turn bullish and then go towards that high again, is what I see happening in terms of short term, guys. So guys, let me know what you guys think of all these analysis I've made. Hopefully it makes sense, and let me know what you guys think. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on bell notification for all future videos. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video.